So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's video. And today we're going to be going over eFootball versus EAFC 24 or EA as a whole. I have a few things I want to say, right? Because lately people have been tagging me, okay, in certain posts on Twitter. If you tag me on Twitter and you start saying things, I don't engage with pointless conversations on the internet. Doesn't do anything for me. I've learned to just get on with it, right? Because it is what it is. You can't please anyone. There's 8 billion people in this world. There's always going to be someone who says something. But lately, I have been getting tagged a lot. And the reason for this is very, very simple. People like to wind me up. No, they don't. I mean, you can try. I'm very hard to wind up. But anyway, let's go over it. So today's video, I just want to put a couple of my reasons, comparing EA and eFootball. What do I think of both games, the state of football games as a whole, and why I just can't accept EA's nonsense anymore? I'm talking gameplay here. I'm not talking about off the field. I'm talking about EA getting away with putting out the same tripe every year for the last, don't know how many years it's been, 5, 6, 7. And it's not acceptable, personally, for myself. If you still want to play it, 100% go for it. This is what people don't seem to realize. I put these videos out and I have an opinion. But if you play FIFA, I'm not sitting there at nighttime, in my pajamas crying because someone else is playing FIFA. I couldn't care less. It's your money. Do as you wish. But I will still state what I feel about the two games. So let's get into it. So anyway, this is what I'm dealing with here, right? So Hypocrite won't say anything about this ball entering the foot and players ice skating, okay? And I'm just going to go over these very, very fast because I'm comparing these two videos. That's why they're side by side. This guy, TheTrueBrits, comes in and says to me, why do you have a pop at EA but say nothing about Konami? I mean, clearly you don't watch my content because I've said numerous things about... I haven't been playing eFootball, by the way. I haven't booted it up since the last video you saw. Actually played it. I did actually boot it up the other night just to try it out. I don't like that it seems to have got faster, right? And we'll talk about all this, the way that Konami's going with this game. So, no, I haven't been playing eFootball, so I haven't been criticizing it. But go back and watch last year's videos. There are tons of me complaining about it. Then Kaka actually came in. A loyal follower, and a lot of people know him. He clearly does. He hasn't touched eFootball for ages because there's nothing to do. It just has the better gameplay, but problem is there's no modes. And then he came back saying, I'm sure you're one of his disciples that follows everything they say since you're already defending him. Right? Well, it's not really defending me. He's stating a fact that I have slagged off Konami many, many times. Clearly, you've never seen a full video by him. You're just picking out when he's bashed FIFA only. He said bad things about eFootball, etc. Right, exactly. So, that's what I'm having to deal with. So, just to get this out of the way, I thought I'd do a video about it because, let's do this right now. So, this is the video that they're sending me and telling me, why aren't you talking about this? And I'm going to get into the whole engine talk in just a second. But he sent me this, and as you can see, the ball goes through Lewandowski's foot. I've seen this happen numerous times. I mean, it's even happened in PES 21 and PES 20. But there you go. That's what they're complaining about. Does this really disrupt the gameplay, though, as a whole? No, it doesn't. Yes, they should be fixing this, should be going through players' feet. But ultimately, he still controls the ball. And, the way he dribbles on eFootball is somewhat better than what we're about to see here on the right-hand side. Because this right here is meant to be EAFC 24, right? Now, I know it's a beta. Can't see it changing much. But you're telling me that this right here is... You can compare that even slightly to the absolute shambles. I mean, just look at the guy's feet. Literally, watch what's happened here, right? Number one, they still have clown feet. I don't know why they have such big feet in FIFA. Just make their feet smaller. But watch. His left foot is right there. Takes the touch. As it comes across, for some reason, his right foot goes into the ground. He now does some sort of a Michael Jackson spin move. So right at that point, as you can see, the knee's gone through the knee. He's torn all sorts of ACL there. And now it comes back. Now the foot's gone through the turf a little bit more. And then the player comes in to make a challenge, and now he's down to the floor. And it's just I mean, look at that. I mean, look at the state of it. Beta or not, that shouldn't be there, right? So this is basically what you're saying is the same. There's no chance. Absolutely no chance. It just cracks me up. So yeah, this is why I don't get involved with these people. You can't compare the two. And FIFA or EA, whatever you want to call it, let's get into that, right? This is why I say what I say, right? eFootball right now is built off the Unreal Engine, okay? And this is going to be a lot of me talking, so you guys can just watch this hilariousness in the background. But look, eFootball came out a few years ago, right? They built it brand new on the Unreal Engine. So they haven't been learning the ropes as long, right? The game should be in a better state than it is, but it isn't. Konami are, let's be factual here, no way near the same level of like development team that EA has. In fact, let's very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and Google how much EA is worth. Hang on, just 1 sec. All right, so I did a quick Google search here, right? So Electronic Arts, right? Now this is EA, this isn't just FIFA, but let's be honest, they make most of their money from FIFA. Has a market cap or net worth of 33.25 billion as of August 12th, 23. Konami, on the other hand, Holdings has a market cap of 7.87. Okay? You got 8, let's say 8 billion. 8 billion compared to 33 billion. Now, there is quite a substantial difference there. Sure, Konami should be doing better than producing what we've been seeing with the absolute mess that we've seen, right? But when you've got a company like EA that have got 33 billions net worth of the company, and this is the gameplay you're putting out, it's just not acceptable to me. And they're not fixing the gameplay. You know, they're just adding stuff on top of it, adding more animations with Hypermotion V, right? And then you add those animations in. This is what it's causing. The game can't handle it. You know, so this is what I'm saying with Konami versus EA, right? Let's go through it real quickly. eFootball, Unreal Engine is a couple of years old. They're still building it up. They're still learning the ropes on it. I do think in the end, the Unreal Engine is the smart move for Konami. I do love the Fox engine. I thought it worked great for PES 21, PES 20, etc. And they are onto something there, but it did lack a little bit in some of the departments. You know, the engine was getting, I think, to its kind of last leg. So yes, they've gone to the Unreal Engine. They're still learning it. In the long run, when they transition to the Unreal Engine 5 and all this, and hopefully it's not a mobile game, because that's what this is, folks. eFootball is a glorified mobile game. That's what it is. There's nothing else to say about it. So yes, there are problems. But then when you look at EA itself, a company, as we mentioned, 33 billion, they don't care about the gameplay, because at the end of the day, they don't make their money from that. They make their money from Ultimate Team, from people buying cards. They are the best, folks, at marketing this game. They're phenomenal at marketing. Absolutely. They put these mouth-watering trailers together that they go, wow, this is going to blow you away, and it's not. But they've done exactly what they needed. They've got you engaged, they've got your money, and now you're going to go and play basically the same game as last year. And I can't accept that anymore, because they're not fixing the problems. And I'm old school. I like to play careers and master leagues. I don't care about Ultimate Team, because it's a mess, right? I'm going to very quickly as well, why not? I'm going to go on Google or search on YouTube a FIFA 23 Pro Match, and then I'm going to compare it to eFootball Pro Match. Let's see the difference between the two gameplay. This could actually be quite interesting. Hang on. All right, folks, so I went in there and quickly found two matches, right? We've got FIFA 23 right here, and that's a bit small, but I want to try and keep them, you know, aspect ratio-wise good. And then eFootball's on the left-hand side. So this is both pro players playing each other, right? And, you know, I know the video compression and the way things work. Yes. Things are going to seem faster and everything else. But I just feel like FIFA's got to the point now where, look, I mean, it looks like a mess. If you look at the right-hand side of your screen, like players, it's like their knees like going up and down all over the place. The stability of the players is a shambles. You know, eFootball is more of the sim, but it's unfortunately getting quite arcadey. As I mentioned, I booted up the game the other night, and it seems very fast, and it's like, it's all changing now. I don't know if it's the generation that we live in, that no one has any patience, so everyone online just wants goals, goals, goals. Actually, Ryan reminded me of the other day when I was watching this video of these American football type people, right? They don't watch a whole lot of our football, and they were saying there's not enough goals in it, so they don't find it entertaining. And this is what I mean, like, you need goals to find things interesting. Do you know what tactics are? Like, football isn't just about scoring goals. You know, it's about playing as a team, working the ball around, possession, tactics. I mean, there's so much to the game as a whole. It's not just about putting the ball in the net. And they were saying like, oh, we should take away a defender. It was laughable and baffling at the same time. But this is kind of where we are now in the world. And yeah, it's that kid, by the way, the guy that gets upset. But yeah, that's kind of where we are now, isn't it? No one's got any patience, so everything's quick, fast. But it just, to me, FIFA looks like an absolute shambles. At least there's a little bit better foot planting on eFootball. You know, eFootball over here, beep, this side. It will eventually get there. I'm telling you, you give them a bit more time. They are still learning this Unreal Engine. I know it's not an excuse, but you can't really compare that to FIFA when they've been using this Frostbite engine now for a very, very long time. The facts are, the game's actually gone backwards gameplay-wise. Because of all these animations they're adding, the game can't keep up. So gameplay-wise, yeah, EAFC has gone backwards. Presentation-wise and the licensing and modes, yeah, it's actually progressed. So that's where you kind of look at it and you go, would you rather play a game gameplay-wise that's evolved, or would you rather play a game that has just all the bells and whistles? And that's what EA is. That's what FIFA is. It's got all those bells and whistles, and that's generally now apparently what most people enjoy. So yeah, I laugh about the whole debate when people say that FIFA's gameplay is better than eFootball's. For myself, I can't fathom that out. There's maybe elements to the game that might be slightly better when you're talking about like animations, okay. But like actually the fundamentals of playing a football match, that above me, to me, doesn't look that much like a football match because the ball just looks like it's glued to the player's feet. I mean, look at the way they're dribbling. It's just funny. I'm just going to blow this up real quick, actually, and just watch this a little bit more. Let's have a look here. But obviously, you can see my big head in the way. But yeah, like, it really, really wouldn't be difficult to beat this game, gameplay-wise, if you had a proper developer come in. That's why I've looked at UFL, and it does look like the actual foundation of UFL, they're using the Unreal Engine. They have a good platform. Players look like they're taking touches with the ball, you know, and they're not just skating on an ice ring. And it's never changed. And as I've mentioned thousands of times before, this game, I mean, look at the pace of that header. Good Jesus. I mean, the guy was actually going backwards. How do you generate that much power from a header when you're going backwards? Have a look at this. He's backwards. Doing. But yeah, it really wouldn't be difficult for the likes of UFL to come out and really beat this game. This guy can't believe it. Is this when he got upset? All right, calm down. It's just a goal, mate. Chill out. So yeah, stuff like that cracks me up. And then you have a look at the likes of, you know, eFootball here, and I still feel like you're going to get a better experience, like an actual football game, because of the way players move. So yeah, that's my opinions, folks, about these two games. I mean, they're both in different places, and at the end of the day, EA will keep doing what they are going to do, right? Me putting these videos out aren't going to change anything. Look, I put these videos out because I still like to justify my opinions and tell you guys what I enjoy. It doesn't mean that everyone in the world enjoys what I enjoy, but everyone has an opinion. You know, if you don't agree with me, you can more than happily make your own channel and put your own spin on things. I mean, I will try out EAFC this year, purely just for like if there's a demo or a beta, but I'm not spending the money on this game right here. Just not happening. So yeah, let me know your thoughts as always. But I just wanted to put that out today because my biggest problem with EA, it really is the dribbling. I can't stand it on this game. It looks so wrong. If they fixed the dribbling, and it really would improve the gameplay immensely. They just can't be asked because they don't need to. Anyway, that's all it for today. That's what I wanted to do. I really just wanted to focus on comparing like this video to the other one and really like if you're actually saying that this looks remotely bad compared, sorry, the other way around, like you think eFootball looks bad compared to that, come on. This is meant to be EAFC 24. Beta or not, they're meant to have improved the game. That's an improvement. No, it's not. Anyway, we'll be back with more Master League and all the other fun stuff. Let me know your thoughts as always. Just wanted to put that out there because why not? And until next time, subscribe for more and take care.